just came into the office. And of course, I've been around the block a long time, so I know that no matter, everything is a prelude to, and I'm $150 short on my rent, you know, so, and I'm the priest they mistook for an ATM machine. So I'm sitting there, and he just comes in and he goes, I love my job. And he's got some crappy graveyard shift in the bakery. And, which reminds me of the time a guy came in, I had a great job for him. I said, hey, it's a great job, it pays really well, but it's graveyard shift. I just can't do it, I'm sorry. I said, why not? I'm just not going to be able to work around dead bodies, I'm sorry. After I thanked him for visiting our planet, you know, I said, so anyway, Goldilocks was working in the back at our bakery in a terrible shift, you know, the worst shift. And he's been there 2 months, and he came in and just looked so tired. And he said, I am so grateful. If it weren't for you in this place and the love and the support, I don't know where I'd be. You gave me another chance. And because you have, I've decided, and he kind of stopped short, and I said, what have you decided? And his eyes fill up with tears, and he can barely speak. He says, I've decided to be determined. I think that's great. You know, and you just live for every day when that happens, you know. Or a kid, Saul, we were texting wildly today because I keep telling my senior staff he's a knucklehead. He's just a knucklehead, 19 years old, but he's always getting into trouble. I said, if you're going to try to catch him in trouble, you're going to find him in trouble, so quit looking so hard, you know, because let him be, you know, he's just a wild kid, completely abandoned and rejected by his mother. And so we engage in attachment repair at Boyle Industries. Homies come to us with a disorganized attachment. Mom was frightening or frightened, and you can't calm yourself down if you've never been soothed. And that's this kid, Saul. But every day he learns a new vocabulary word and he tries it out on me. And it's just, for me, it just keeps me alive. So the other day, when our salsas were launched, they had kind of a tasting upstairs on the second floor. And he came downstairs and said, we were all tasting the salsas. I think the orange one is the best. And everyone concurred. It means agreed. And then I had to get up and leave. I was on my way, and I had to talk far away in Linwood, and I said, I really got to get going. And he says, can I tell you something? I said, yes. I'm worried about you. I said, you are? He says, yes. You need to rest more. In fact, it would behoove you to relax. That means in your best interest. I said, what do we know to Saul? But tattooed and a knucklehead, and then every day he gets to try a new word. I've been enumerating all my gifts, he said that. And 2 days ago he said, I've discovered that I have metamorphized from an immature boy into a mature man. Who has ever used the word metamorphize in life? Show of hands. One last question, and then I'll let you guys while the ones that remain. Yes? Yeah, the question about drug problems, and it's an interesting question because many gang members just said no to drugs, they sold drugs, but they didn't use drugs. And then if you understand that the gang thing is sort of an addiction and you enter into a time of recovery, then all of a sudden you're frantic to find a substitute for that. And always will have homies who say, I can't even believe I'm shooting up heroin. I never used drugs, I didn't smoke bud. You know, so crystal meth is a terrible drug at the moment. Terrible, terrible. So we drug test, you know, when you get hired and there, and then we do random drug testing. I just let 4 go, you know, this was yesterday. When the results come back, I just dread seeing the thing, you know, the list of who's, you know, and what they're using. So we help them get it. I have so many homies who are in rehab right now. We send them there, we pay for it, and we help out. You know, and I don't know how to explain that exactly, except that it's a substitute. If anybody's ever worked in a prison, you'll see some people will get Jesus in a headlock, you know, in a hurry because they substituted kind of the criminality or gang involvement with something else. And drugs sometimes is what happens. Okay, thank you very much.
Everybody for coming tonight, thank you for your questions. We will have more book signing, and there are books available for purchase by the booksmith. The envelopes in the pews, any proceeds that you feel you're able to give will benefit not only Gubbio Project but also the Boyle industry. So should you feel so called, you can leave those in the baskets at the front door. And we also look forward to seeing all of you at our next Anchor Series event, which will be in 1 month. We'll be having Sherry Whistler, the Executive Director of St. Anthony's, speaking, so we invite you all to come to that as well. There's a card inside your programs which has more information. Thank you all for coming tonight, and Francisco will be joining us for some more music.